Bienvenidos, Ushamdi, and welcome to this INE course, MPLS Inter AS Scenarios, which is part of the Network Engineer's Guide to MPLS INE Learning Path. My name is Travis Bonfili, and I'm really excited about this INE course and looking forward to working with you to help you master MPLS and achieve your career and certification goals. So what are you going to learn during this course? We're going to be taking a deep dive and comprehensive look at every inter-AS or autonomous system scenario. We're going to be looking at option A, options B1, B2, and B3, option C, and option D, which is also commonly referred to as option AB. We're going to compare and contrast each of these options and talk about the use cases for each. Also, remember that for every device in any module where configuration work is done, you can access that device's configuration either through the VIRL config file or simply a plain text file that will give you a text representation of the device configuration both at the starting point as well as the ending point for that module. So let's talk about some of the prerequisites for this course. Now, you're going to need to have an understanding of multi-protocol BGP because multi-protocol BGP is critical when it comes to configuring the inter-autonomous system scenarios. You're also going to need an understanding of VRFs. And, as I always like to say, access to the iOS or iOS XE CLI is definitely a prerequisite because there is no better way to reinforce material that you're learning than through active learning. And that means you getting on the CLI, hammering out the commands, and creating the configuration, irrespective of whether you're doing it in VIRL, some other simulation software, on physical hardware, or using your INE rack. Let's also take a look at the learning objectives related to this course. We're going to be configuring each of the options and have fully functional solutions for options A, B1, B2, B3, C, and option D. And again, we're going to be comparing and contrasting the different inter-AS scenarios to talk about the different pros and cons and the different use cases that each of these inter-AS scenarios is going to solve. When it comes to achieving your certification and career goals and functioning in a real-world enterprise or service provider network, it is critical to understand that there's no substitution for deliberate hands-on practice activities. Cisco certification exams are experience-based and extremely challenging to pass. So, taking this first course that is part of the INE Learning Path, the Network Engineer's Guide to MPLS, is your critical first step. So let's dive in and prepare you for that success. I'm really looking forward to helping you achieve your goals by taking the Network Engineer's Guide to MPLS Learning Path at INE and this course on inter-AS scenarios. So now it's time for us to dive in there and crush it. Here we go.